The weekly code quiz. What do we call the responsive design strategy that prioritizes smaller screens? A mobile-first design strategy. Why do we design for mobile first? Increasingly, users are accessing websites from their mobile phones over other types of screens, i.e. tablets, laptops, and desktops. So it is more important to make sure the design of our websites work on mobile. What search engine prioritizes websites that load faster on mobile? Google's algorithm ranks faster loading mobile sites higher. As a result, the smallest image should be your default in the source attribute as well as be included in your list of options under the source set attribute. Is it redundant to use both source and source set? Providing both the source and source set attribute will allow the support of older browsers that may not actually support source set for the image element. Consider your audience. Are they likely to have computers that may still be running Internet Explorer? That is an example of a browser that does not support source set. If you need to support Internet Explorer, then there are other changes you will need to make to your HTML and CSS to fully support it. What other attributes are now supported by the image element to help with responsive design? The sizes attribute. What is the role of the sizes attribute with image? Just like with the picture element, the sizes attribute tells the browser the widths for the image layout when used with the image element. A placeholder space is being created that the browser needs to fill with an image that it will find by reviewing the options in the source set attribute. The actual width of an image in the source set will not matter. It will display at the size specified in the sizes attribute. Here is an example of the sizes attribute in use. Image source set equals assets / images / image - small.png 400w, assets / images / image - medium.png 800w, assets / images / image - large.png 1200w in quotation marks, sizes equals 80vw in quotation marks, source equals assets images image - small.png in quotation marks, alt equals image description in quotation marks, title equals image title in quotation marks. What does sizes equals 80vw in quotation marks mean? VW means viewport window, so we are looking to fill a placeholder space that is 80% of the viewport window. So if we are looking at an image on our mobile phone, which image option would be chosen from the source set attribute? Image - small.png, since the 400 pixel width image would likely be the most appropriate for 80% of the viewport window of a mobile phone. What else can you specify using the sizes attribute? Media conditions. What are media conditions? Media conditions are statements that are evaluated on a true or false basis. So sometimes you want to be more specific than saying 80 VW. You may want to use 70 VW when the browser is being viewed on a desktop screen that is at least 1,000 pixels wide, but when you are on a handheld mobile device that has a smaller screen with, let's say, 600 pixels, you instead want it to display at 90 VW or 100 VW. You would use the sizes attributes with media conditions. The following example shows how this may be written out. Image source set equals assets / images / image - small.png 400w, assets / images / image - medium.png 800w, assets / images / image - large.png 1200w in quotation marks, sizes equals min - width 1,000 pixels in parentheses 70 VW, max - width colon 600 pixels in parentheses 90 VW, comma 80 VW, all in quotation marks. Source equals assets slash images slash image hyphen small dot png, in quotation marks. Alt equals image description in quotation marks. Title equals image title in quotation marks. If your screen had a width of 800 pixels, in what percentage of the viewport window would the image display? 80%. According to the sizes attribute, to a maximum of 600 pixels, create a placeholder of 90% of the viewport window, and at a minimum width of 1000 pixels, create a placeholder of 70% of the viewport window. So at 800 pixels, we do not meet either media condition, and this leaves us with a specified default of 80 VW, or 80% of the viewport window. Presented by Designers Learn Code.